Penguins were doing some smiling recently.
Yeah.
Like I know some guys watch the playoffs, some guys just want to completely unplug. Where do you stand on that? How much of it did you?
I basically unplug for the first couple rounds, and then once it starts getting later, I definitely tune in. You know, I probably watch 4 of the games in the final, and obviously I have something to do. I'm not worried that I'm missing out on it, but definitely I'm going to watch and see who wins. You know, a lot of respect for Pittsburgh and what they did to win back-to-back cups. You know, I didn't think it was really possible in the salary cap era, but awesome for them. And you know, obviously, I'd rather be out there winning it instead of watching them.
Well, you just said it though, the salary cap era. I mean, you've got your 2 rings, but as you know, I mean, try and put into words how tough that was to try and keep a group together, all 4 lines, the entire core with you. How tough is it in this day and age? And is it one of the great accomplishments, really, in NHL history, do you think?
I think so, yeah. It's so difficult. You know, you look at you know, these teams like Chicago. You know, they win a cup and then they have to get rid of guys, and they win another cup, they're getting rid of guys. Like, it's so hard to do. And like I said before, I never thought it was possible in the salary cap era. So whatever the GM in Pittsburgh did, he did the right thing. He obviously built around Sid, Malkin, and those type of guys, and he was able to keep the right pieces in place. And you know, sometimes in playoffs you don't need your best players out on the ice to win, because guys just step up to the plate, and that's what we had when we won. Our 4th line guys were some of our best players, and you know, when I look at Pittsburgh, they didn't have some of their top D-men in the lineup, and the guys that took their place did a great job.
Nashville. Wow.
Yeah, wow. Good.
What did you make of that on and off the ice?
Yeah, on ice, didn't obviously really expect them to go to the final. I knew how good of the team they were, and you know, getting PK obviously helped them out. But I was surprised that they made the final. I really was. I thought they were going to lose in the first round to Chicago. So kudos to them. They did a great job. And you know, that city is one of my favorite cities in the whole world. I love going to that city on the road. Love country music, so love just, you know, going to the bar, listening to some live music. And yeah, so I didn't get to witness it full throttle like it was in the finals, but I know some people that went down and were able to celebrate there, and they said it was just insane. So
as a country music guy, you're like, so who is singing the national anthem tonight in Nashville? So
right.
you got wrapped up in that a little bit?
Not
a tad?
A tad, yeah, a little bit. It's pretty cool, actually, though, that they have those type of people singing.
You mentioned PK, the Listerine thing. Did you laugh? Or did you think it was...
I'm still like kind of unclear what happened there. Like, did
he didn't say you had bad breath. Like Sidney Crosby likely did not say that. That's what some people believe. It turned into this tsunami of Listerine promotion. But it was, so that's exactly, I mean, he said it in numerous interviews. There are people who just don't believe he said it at all, and it turned into a thing. And
well, PK's not dumb. Like, he knows how to market himself, so... You know, he's gonna be on the Listerine commercial coming up here, I'm sure.
You would assume, right?
Yeah, so he knows what he's doing there, but yeah, I don't see Sid saying that, but maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you know him better than I.
Yeah,
that
I don't
like a
see it, but PK was pissing him off, so.
Did that change the series a bit, though, do you think?
I don't know. Like, I understand why PK did it. Yeah, you want to get under Sid's skin and take him out, but I think Sid's kind of the type of guy you don't want to piss him off, because then it's going to work backwards, kind of.
So if you're a guy on the Preds roster, and it's a tough question because you're not on the Preds roster, but if there's a guy like that and the series starts to go in a different direction, does your patience for that kind of thing dwindle? Does it get smaller? Are you saying, PK, listen, let's not wind up the best player potentially this generation?
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, I'm not saying I would have done that in my situation, but I know for sure I was similar to PK in that instance. When I was a younger player, I'm still kind of got few things loose up there where I just kind of lose it, you know, and so I had to have guys, older guys on my team, come up to me and be like, hey, it's enough, like, leave the refs alone, or, you know, leave that player alone, you're going to take a penalty, you're going to hurt us, and I learned from those situations, and in the end that made me grow into, you know, not doing those types of things anymore. So I'm not saying that someone should have done that in PK's situation, or if someone might have done it, you know, I don't know, but definitely people have done that for me, and it's helped me in the long run.
Let's look long run with you and the Kings. Obviously, it's been a very interesting offseason.
Yeah.
Did you think the coach and the GM would be gone so soon after the season? Did you have any feeling that was coming?
I had a feeling that the coach thing was coming, yeah, because I think everyone kind of felt that our players weren't responding to our coach for a good year there. So I kind of saw that coming, but I didn't see a thing coming with Dean. And I'm obviously sad to see them both go, but Dean was the guy that believed in me from day one. He drafted me. He gave me every opportunity to become the player I am today, and so I'm going to miss him a lot. He was awesome. I'm going to miss Daryl too. He was awesome, brought us 2 cups, but I think these changes were very important for our organization to make. Rob Blake's going to be a great GM. What a player he was. He's been the face of that organization forever. And then with our new head coach being John Stevens, he's been a guy that's been there for a long time, so he still knows that defensive system that we like to play, but we're going to bring in a whole new type of offensive system.
A couple other things before we let you go. You've got, correct me if I'm wrong, you've got 2 years left on your deal right now?
Yeah.
Any talks with the Kings about making that way longer than 2 years?
Not yet. No, because we're not allowed to, I don't think yet technically, but I don't know what's going to happen. They might want to trade me in a year. You don't know what's going to happen. It's out of my control. Obviously, if the opportunity is there to re-sign with the Kings, I would love to do that, but at the same time, I might want to test the waters. You never know what's going to happen. It's 2 years away, and anything can happen from then.
And people forget you're still 27.
Yeah, I'm
You've
still
got
pretty
a lot
young.
of good mileage on you, and you're not near 30 yet. I mean, how?
Yeah, I think it's like my 10th year already, and yeah, I feel old.
But you're happy in LA?
Oh, I'm
Like, how would you
happy in LA.
describe your-
LA's got to be one of the best places in the league to play, for sure. You have great fan support. You're selling out every night. You got a great organization you're playing for. You're living by the beach. You're able to live your every single day life like a normal person that isn't a celebrity or an athlete. You honestly can go to the mall. Not one person's going to say a word to you, whereas if you're here in Toronto or something, yeah, you're going to get bugged a few times. So that's why I think LA is such a great place to play. But yeah, number one thing is it's a great organization, and they take a lot of pride in making the organization better every day. So I think that, yeah, it's a great place to play. But like I said, you don't know what can happen.
Fair enough. Finally, you also have 2 Olympic gold medals. Doesn't look like you're going next year.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I would love to go, obviously. I love having the opportunity to represent my country, especially at the Olympics. Like, that's the ultimate, the Olympics. Great experiences living in those villages, meeting different athletes and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'll be a little bit sad if we aren't going to go.
You won't push it if it becomes cemented. It looks like it's cemented now, but
yeah.
You won't talk to ownership. You won't talk to your agents. Is there a way we can do this? Or are you going to go, listen, if the league's not going, I'm going to step back?
I think I don't know. I've never really thought of that, to be honest, but I think I understand why the owners wouldn't want us to go. I completely understand that. So I don't think I'm not going to be, OV and say I'm going no matter what happens or anything like that. I'm going to do what everyone else does.
Well, whatever happens, I urge you to smile.
I urge you
As
to
you
smile
always
as
do.
well. Yeah,
Thanks for the time.
Thank you for having me.
Drew Doughty.